Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Today we are taking a look at Playbeat 4 by Audio Modern. In this video, I want to show you how you can create your own custom patterns and also import and use your own samples as well. So it's going to be like a programming tutorial or programming guide. Okay, so first thing, I messed around with this for a few minutes earlier. So to set up a completely new project, first of all, we'll open the browser here. And you want to go to factory presets or all, but factory presets, scroll all the way to the top. Let's get this back up. Oh, look at all these presets, tons and tons of them that you can use. So I'm going to go all the way back to the top and you'll see one that says MT. Just click on this and you're good to go. So double tap to load your MT program. And it's there, it's empty. It's all kind of in its default state, if you like. Let's click on this again. And this is where you add in your own samples. Okay, so you can use, let's go, these are patterns. Let's go into samples. You can use any of the included factory samples. I've obviously got a few imported. But I'm going to bring in some new ones. So these will appear in your user samples once you've got them, right? So let's just tap on this little plus here and it will open up this. Don't worry about this. It just means that there's no sample in the empty slot, obviously, right? So let's just tap on that and it'll bring up your file browser and we can go and look for some samples. I'm just going to go to audio share. I'm going to start picking some from Dean's. Dean from Electronic Sounds. And I'm going to start with the reflective pack. Click on this here. Now you can import any sample you like. I'm just going to use these for now to start with. Got some synth stuff, got some drums. Let's look at drums. I'm going to look at kick. I'm going to start with kick. So Dean's stash here, let's see. And he's actually tuned these kicks. I'm going to stick with A's, but it doesn't matter. Now, if you want to, the thing is, if I tap on this now, it's just going to load the sample, but here's a good tip for you if you're doing it this way and you want to know what sound you're importing. Just long hold and you'll see a little thing that says quick look. Tap on that and now you'll get the sample. Okay, so we could try this one. Let's hold this, go quick look, and that's nice juicy kick. So I shall use this and you'll see it will load it into our slot here. So now I could go back to my program here and I could start to just put some of these kicks in and hit play. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. We've also got a mixer, of course, and we can increase or decrease the volume for our kick. Cool beans. And when we've loaded in a couple of other instruments, I'll show you how you can do some manipulation of those instruments from within inside of Playbeat. So we'll come off mixer and go back to our thing here. Now I guess the next one we could put in is a snare. So let's tap on this. And I'm going to go to this again for Dean and look in reflective, look at drums, look at snares, claps and rims. Click on this then and we've got some claps. Let's go and find some snares. What we got here. So let's have a quick look at that. Okay, let's just try the one next to it and see how well. Let's go to this one, see what that sounds like. So this is the part that I really like. Is that's too snappy for me. What's this snare ghosted? Let's have a quick look. Don't like that one either. What about let's try Big Stepper first and look at that, see what that sounds like. Okay, cool, I'll use that. So Big Stepper, click, and now I've got this loaded in. I can go back here and we can start to put some stuff in. So keep it nice and, nice and normal to start with. Let's go and look at our third one. And again, I'm going to use a hi-hat. But I think with this one, I might go into a different pack. So maybe, dirty tube drums. What we got going on here? These loop one shots. And we've got some claps here. Let's see what this is. Quick look. That'll do. I'm going to click on this, tap it to open it. Go back here. And let's just slap a load of these in. Okay, now before I build anything else up, I am going to just save this. So click on this little arrow here. And this is important stuff, right? So I'm going to give the pattern a name. I'll just call this, I don't know, Electro 1. Okay. Now, this is important because Playbeat uses an AI engine to kind of find stuff that might be suitable for a particular genre you pick in the AI section. So tagging this stuff is important. So if we look at maybe, what's it going to be? It's, I don't know. It's definitely going to be electro. Let's do another one. And this helps the engine decide what it's going to be. It's going to be, I don't know. Is it, might end up being an industrial or house. But you can choose 3 that might be suitable for you. So, let's go with, I don't know, it might end up with some experimental stuff in there. Let's add in techno. Okay, so this helps the engine learn when you go into AI, and then all we need to do is hit save, and we've done it there. There's our new pattern, right? Okay, so let's crack on here. And you can go in and save and overwrite anytime you like. So what can we do? Well, this is, if I hit generate here, this is going to generate a bunch of new patterns based on this one. So if I, and then I can just go back to my original pattern here or reload it in, You've got random. And if I randomize, it'll randomize depending on the complexity I set here. I don't know. Let's do it super complex and hit random. Now it's going to put in a load of stuff that doesn't exist yet. That's okay. Let's go back. Remix will just kind of very slightly remix. Let's go back. And instant will instantly remix it. Like that. Okay, cool. Now you can do this for individual lanes as well and stuff, right? So I'm going to go to my snare. Now I don't actually need to do this. Select it here. I can leave it on selected on all. I'm going to go to density. And this is where I can add my kind of ratchets and stuff into these hi-hats. So let's do a bit of that, shall we? Maybe 2 on that one, 3 on that, 3 on that. Maybe 2 on this one. So I've added in a little bit of variation there for this. Let's put another snare hit in here. Let's find another instrument now, shall we? Let's get some sort of maybe percussion element in, I guess, something like that. So we can go back to our track here, select our next available slot, and look for some sort of percussion. Now, like I said, you can, you can put anything you like in. You can put synths in, things like this. I've got instruments here. I've got percussion in other stuff as well, but I'm going to stick with Dean's stuff here because there's tons of it. Maybe have a look in Devious Dub here. Let's have a look at this. What we got in here? Effects loops, dub stabs. Yeah, let's put a dub stab in. So what Dean's kindly done is actually give you the key, but you can retune this stuff. So let's just open this and give it a quick look. See what cares. Okay, cool. F minor, but this is going to work for a lot of stuff. Okay, so I think Dean's a big fan of F minor. So F minor, okay. But I'm going to change this to an A inside. So I'm just going to hit OK. And it's put our F minor dubby stab thing on here. So let's just see. So we know it's F minor. So if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4 semitones, this is going to be in A. So if I look at pitch here, 2, 3, 4. Now I can make sure I'm right if I just put some sort of note in here, but that doesn't matter, it's fine. So this is cool, right? I can put what I'll put here, I'll just put, and this should be ordinary. Okay. But you see, I would like this to give the appearance of it being slower than that, so it's every 2 bars. So I can actually go to select, make sure I'm selected on the one I want here. And I'm going to go to my speed here, which is 1/16 currently, and slow it down to 1/8. Now watch. Very cool. Before I go any further, I am going to save it. Yes, we'll overwrite that, thanks. Awesome. Now you'll see also now that this has got a little hi-hat symbol on it, and this is kind of a keyboardy stab. Of course you could leave it on this, but if you long hold, you'll get a selection of different icons you can use, which is good because it gives you a visual reference of what's going on that particular track. So for example, this little keyboard icon here, we'll put onto that and go select, and it changes it. Doesn't do anything to the sound, it's purely aesthetic, okay? And this is sounding quite nice. We'll put another kick in. Epic. Let's go and try and find another sample. Okay, let's see. Let's go in. Look inside our next available slot, which is this one. And this time, I'll stick with audio share. I've got some instruments here from Cymatics, so I'm going to go with synths. Now, I know for a fact that all of these samples, one-shot samples, are recorded in C, because Cymatics are great and they've done that for you. Let's open this. Quick look and listen to what that sounds like. Okay, I'm going to choose a different one. You can tell by the length actually. Maybe something a little bit more shorter. It's a nice bass, but I don't want that. Let's go and find something from the Korg. Maybe this one. Okay, actually this is perfect. So I'm going to select this, and it's put it in our next slot, which is this one here. So I'm going to put a few notes in. Now here's the cool thing. I mean, that fits, right? It's going to fit anyway. I've got some options here. So I've got a tie control. So at the moment you notice, listen, each subsequent one will cut off the previous one, which is great because you don't want it kind of getting too muddy and, you don't want it getting too muddy and overhanging. So what we can do is we engage tie, right, and we select this. Listen now. It extends the note for us. Take tie back off. We could put one on here as well. So like that. Take it back off. But what's cool now is we can stay on this instrument. We know it's a synth, so let's go and change the icon while we're here. Let's see. Select something that makes sense. I'll just select this little musical note, okay? Oh, hang on, sorry. Here's my little musical note, it's disappeared, look. Weird. Don't matter, I'll use this one and select it, and it'll change it to this icon. But look, if we go to pitch now, we said what the root was. Well, this was kind of set in an F minor, but if we go with kind of A and we select minor, we're locking it into this scale, whatever we randomize for this particular set of pitches, right? So let's go back to steps here. Actually, stay on pitch, and I'm going to hit randomize now. Do it again. I'm going to lower the complexity. Do it again. No, I want minor, not chromatic, so minor, select, and randomize that pitch again. Awesome stuff. Let's go to density and make a few of these ratchety. Okay, and we can do some cool panning stuff as well. This is also going to give these a bit of kind of movement. We can go in and change the sound as well if we wanted to. I quite like that though, but I will, I think. Change a few notes. Gonna go make sure I save. Okay. Let's go and look at something else. Let's maybe find some sort of bass. We'll use real instruments this time. That's acoustic guitar. I want that. Where can I get me bass from? Right, let's see. Gonna go to on my iPad. Look for Cubasis, audio, all samples, and Songwriter's Toolkit. I'll have some bass in it, I would think. Synth bass, we'll go with electric bass. I'll just put it in. Go back to me steps. Let's slow this down. This one that's kind of getting annoying. So we'll go to our rate here. I'll go to pitch and lower this. Change these a little bit. Try and find another sample for this. Maybe something percussive. Maybe a ride. To our mixer now. Save. Now all your other options still, you know, being able to randomize in different places, all that still works exactly the same. This is not what this video is about. Oh, we can change this icon as well. See what we've got. Maybe some sort of assembly type thing. I don't know. Got a bunch of different options, so That's why my finger disappeared, look. I'll just use that one. Now I'm going to make some, I'm going to do some stuff with the pitch with this as well, because that can be quite interesting. We start adjusting the pitches. So I'm just going to select this, and I'm just going to yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Randomize the pitch on that ride. We can put flams in as well. Putting a flam in might be quite nice on the snare hits. Yeah. You can also randomize the volumes as well. You can go the other way as well, by the way. You can speed these up. For example, on our ride here, if we look at our speed, I mean, that's, you know, you wouldn't do that, but it's 1/8 triplet. I like that stab. You could swing it as well. Oh yeah, okay. Epic. I'll just save. Let's add one more sampling. And I look for, I don't know, let's see what we've got going on. Oh yeah, I like a bit of noise, mate. Bit of vinyl stuff going on. I want some kind of just vinyl noise. Plus nature noises as well. Here we go, a bit vinyl noise. Yeah, cool. Let's do that. Open, okay. And now this, when it comes around, it's going to re-trigger, so it's not going to build up on itself. But if we slow this down a bit, let's go into our mix and get it a little bit louder. Okay, if we slow it down, And this is important because the way you manipulate your samples, you've also got sample editing, which I'll show you as well. So let's come off mixer. We're selected on our noise here. So if we look at this, this is where we can make adjustments. So if we switch our filter on, it's with a lot of resonance in that, sounds really nice. You can reverse it, preview it, etc. as well. But see, it's quite a long sample anyway, so that's good. Let's come off here. If we slow this down to say, I don't know, 1/4. Let's see what happens. It picks it up. And if the sample was to end, it would stop before the end of this. But you might have a lot of variation in that sound, and you might want it to go for as long as possible before it kind of stops itself. And it's fine, it's just going to re-trigger there. So 1/4 is obviously enough for that. Let's unsolo this. Now I'm going to save again. And I'll change out a couple of sounds as well. I think I don't like that kind of... I don't like this sound. Okay, so what sound are we on here? This one. So let's open up our sample browser. Go look for some sounds. The cool thing now is, of course, we can just change this stuff out and it's gonna just change the sound. Let's look at synths. Let's look at, say, something from the Prophet Rev 2. Let's just choose this one. That's a nicer sound already. I like that one better. Let's try another. That's loads better. And of course, we could at any time make sure we're selected. We can go say, well, let's try that at a bit. Now you can randomize your pattern, your sounds, and all. I'm going to make a few more. Save. Yes. So in a relatively short space of time, you can import your own sample. I mean, you might have a bunch of samples that you've already sorted out, and and that's really handy. But look, if we're on all, anything we do now is going to randomize everything, so we can say, well, okay, well, I haven't got anything smarted in, so I need to go in here and switch smart on for everything, for both of those actually. And now I can just smart randomize stuff. Just randomizing the pattern. And go back, or just reload your pattern, you know. This will, while you're holding instant, it will just randomize the pattern until you release, and then go back to normal. Go for live performances. I can jump back to my one I did earlier. Since I was halfway through, this will pick up next time round. From here, look. Okay, so if you've watched this via premiere, thank you very, very, very much. Playbeat 4, just a guide on programming your own stuff and, you know, not using the internal patterns. But remember to save and tag because it helps the engine. I'm going to play around with just the built-in patterns for another five minutes or so while you say ta-ra to each other. Thanks so much for watching. Please strike the like, subscribe. Please consider becoming a Patreon or making some sort of donation to help support me and Joe here at the Sound Test Room. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love Playbeat 4. I loved Playbeat 3, but Playbeat 4 is off its head. It's great. So let's go and play around with randomizing some new stuff, shall we? We can go to factory presets. We can just jump in. Guys, I'll see you later. Ta-ta.
Mm-hmm.